Hi student, today we are going to understand the numerical of chapter force and pressure of your physics books. Let's begin. First question is about calculate the force of moment of force of 5 Newton applied on a body at its distance 20 centimeter from a pivoted point. So what are the things that is available to me? One is the 5 Newton, which is the applied force. Okay, next is the distance covered. Okay, that is 20 centimeter, but since it is given, the force is given in Newton, you have to convert this 20 centimeter into meter. So after conversion we are getting two things, what is applied force and second is the distance covered. Now we have to calculate the moment of force. The moment of force formula is equal to force applied into distance covered. Now see, using that formula only they had solved it. Distance they have find out by converting it into meter, that is dividing 20 centimeter by 100, which is going to give me the meter value. So moment of force into distance, so I am going to get this value, right? Next question, the moment of force of 10 Newton about a pivot is 5 Newton meter. Calculate the distance force from the pivot. So here we have to calculate the distance. Previously we have to calculate the moment of force. Now here you have to calculate the distance. Now how I'm going to use the same formula. Why? Because the values are given is force applied and the moment of force. So using moment of force equal to force applied, I'm going to get the value of the distance of the pivoted area. So what we are going to do, let's see. Force of applied force is given, that moment of force is also given, so I have to find out the distance. So using that formula only we have to interchange the value. That means we have to change the side of the values, like what I'm doing, D is in this portion, I'm transferring the moment of force down. Okay, so like this we are doing. Okay, and we are going to get the answer. So moment of force equal to force into distance. So moment of force is 5 Newton meter, this 10 Newton meter, and D is that unknown value. So what we did actually, instead we can even write that 5 Newton by 10 Newton is equal to D. That means the distance covered, and we are going to get 0.5 meter. Okay, so this is the way we are going to solve this one. Next question is, Julie want to open a 2-meter wide door by a minimum force of 2.5 Newton. Find the moment of force needed to open the door. So you have to find the moment of force. So what is the formula to calculate moment of force? Moment of force is equal to applied force into distance travel, or into the distance from the pivoted area. So here we are doing it already. The minimum force is set 2-meter wide, is also the distance also mentioned. So in this way we are again going to use the same formula, that is moment of force equal to F into D, and we are going to get the answer. Now next question is about a boy. What he is doing, let's see. A boy wants to open a nut by applying force of 150 Newton using a wrench of length. So he is opening a nut by using a wrench. The wrench length is 30 centimeter. You know wrench? Yes, it's you can say it's an object, or it's an instrument used to open some tight nut. Okay, so the wrench length is 30 centimeter and the 150 Newton is the force applied. Now we have to find out, it's a part 2 also. If he wants to open it by a force of 50 Newton, what should be the length of the wrench? Now they are asking us, if I want to open it, the same nut, if I want to open it instead of 150 Newton, if I apply 50 Newton, what should be the length of the wrench? So what should be the length of the wrench? We have to calculate. Now here we have to calculate two things. One is moment of force, so that for the next part of the question, I can use this moment of force to calculate the length of the object, or the length from the distance from the pivoted point. So first let us see, moment of force is equal to force into T. Okay, force applied into distance. So very much dear, 150 it was 30 centimeters. So we know the rule from equation 1, or rather in, so while solution question number 1, we know that we have to convert the centimeter into Newton. So after converting into, what happened, that that is 30 centimeter into meter, I'm going to get 0.3 meter. Now the moment of force formula is F into D. I'm going to put it the F into D in. Now what I'm going to do after getting this force of moment, what I need that I have to find out the I have to find out the distance from the pivot area. So what you have to do, force 550 Newton, okay, and then moment of force. So what is the distance? The distance formula is F, okay, F, that is sorry, it will be moment of force, will be a moment of force by this force, okay, where I'm going to get the T. So it is 45 by 50. So after doing the division, we are going to get it. So it's a very easy one. I think using the formula only, you have to place it. You can do it very easily. Next is question number 5. We are going to do here the sum or numerical based on the pressure. How we are going to do it? What is the formula for pressure? Just have a look. Is equal to thrust by area. Thrust is the force acting on in a specific direction. Now see, thrust is equal to weight. That means here the thrust is weight, means it is acting downwards. Okay, its weight is 80 Newton. Area is this. So a solid block of weight is 80 Newton. Okay, 80 Newton is given, and the pressure is given 1.6 meter. So what you have to do, you have to use the formula P equal to thrust, that is Newton by area. Okay, Newton by meter square. Okay, thrust by area. So we are going to do it, and we are going to get Newton per meter square. So we are going to get Newton per meter square. Okay, Newton meter square per meter square. So we can write them as Pascal. Okay, 1 Newton meter square is equal to 1 Pascal. So this is the way we are going to solve this. So for sum, and I think it's easy for you. And Pascal should be always written with P capital A small. This is the unit of Pascal, P. Okay, PA. Next question number 6. Again same question. The Pascal, the value of pressure is given. It is area is given. That you have to find out the thrust. Again, what do I have to do? That means thrust is equal to, so we are going to use the formula P equal to F by A, and after that we are going to put the value, and we are going to get 200 Newton. You just look into it after completion of, after watching the video. You just go through the video, you go through the pages of your book as well. You will be able to understand, and I think the things will be very much clear after watching it. Now question number 7. A force of 20 Newton acts normally on a body. That means it's act normally means it's acting downwards, and cross section is given. Cross section means that value is cross section is basically said as area. Okay, cross section means area. Like for example, if I want to cut a object like this, okay, so this will be this portion is called the cross section value, that is area. Okay, you have to find the cross section means area. See, with the unit you can make out. If you don't understand, okay, let me give you a trick. If you don't understand what this 10 centimeter is standing for, what this value is all about, is it force, volume, okay, just go with the unit. That is why in physical quantities the unit were taught to you to make you understand that yes, you may be not so much good in English, your vocabulary may be not so much good, but so that you can recognize which unit stand for which quantity, it will be easier for you to. So please don't ignore that chapter. It might seem that that chapter is from class 2-3. No, they are not. They are actually to revise you, to make you memorize the importance of the unit. With unit you can make, this is the area, centimeter square, right? This is Newton, this is centimeter square. So again you have to convert it into meter square. So you need mathematics, so you have to do that is 1 centimeter equal to 1 by 100 centimeter, 1 by 100 meter. 1 cm is equal to 1 by 100. So here centimeter, that means 2 centimeter is given. Centimeter square, that means if I look into it, it's 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. So how I'm going to write it? like this, right? Okay, no, sorry, it's 1 meter, then 1 by 100 meter. So altogether I'm going to write 0 0, then for this 2 0, then it will be meter square. So 1 centimeter square is equal to this much 0. So please remember it. So we are going to do this thing. So using that formula, just see area is given. Now the thrust is also given. Now you have to put the value and you have to calculate. Now the last of this page is, what is the magnitude of thrust required in Newton to produce a pressure? Like pressure is given in Pascal, area is given. So we know the formula, area, again it's given in centimeter, so we need to convert them into meter square. See, the pressure is given. Again the formula, this formula P equal to F by A, pressure's formula I'm going to use, and after doing it I'm going to get the answer. It's very easy and very simple. Just go through it. The pages, I think it will be easier for you to understand even. And if you are still having any doubt, no issues, we are going to do it during our live classes. But before that, I want you to study it properly. That means I want to focus on the self-study part so that the things will be easier for you to understand. That's it. Okay, so this is all about. Now question number 9 is the pressure. Okay, so normal force given, pressure given, calculate the area in centimeter square. So first it's given, all the things will be in, as because the things are given in Pascal, that is Newton per meter square. See, the formula are used, the values were placed in their own position, and after getting the answer they are converting it into centimeter square as it was asked the area to be given in centimeter square. So that's it we have to do. So here the formula, the simple formula, and just you have to replace the value. Instead of F you have to write 100 as because Newton is given. Instead of P, which is a pressure, you have to write the Pascal value. So the simple thing is given. Just go through it and let us know if any confusion is there. Now again force is 10 Newton given, area is given. You have to find out the pressure. Same formula, P equal to F by A. Just put the values. I think you can do this one also very easily. Now see, this is a new thing. See, the heel of a girl is weighing 4-5 kgf. Are in dimension is given in, see, 2 dimensions. Kgf is basically the weight, okay, the force, kgf, okay, kilogram in kgf. Now this is the area, are heels, so 1.5 centimeter, 1 centimeter. So you have to ask the pressure. So same thing, F is this, pressure is this, area is this. You have to find out the pressure. So F by A. Simply you have to divide. It's quite easy, but yes, as because it is kgf, so your unit will be kgf and centimeter square will go up. That is centimeter to the power minus 2. Block of weight given in kgf again. Dimension is given in this way on a table in 3 different positions. See, one this time, like this, like this. You have to create the pressure. Like for example, what they are saying, I'm making you understand. It's a block. Okay, so block will be 1 this time. So A, I have taken B, so one time it will be, okay, that now this time A is facing down. That means this portion is, now here the C portion is downward. Now here the B portion. So each time you have to check which portion is making more pressure. Calculate. So here only things will keep on changing, that is the area. Area will change, but the pressure, the force will remain unchanged. From here you can check, though when it will be the narrower end, like in C, where it will be the narrower end, they will create more pressure. Like this is all about this question. Now question number 13 is, a girl weight is given, sandal is given, cross section area is given, that means area is given, elephant is given, elephant's fit is given. So you can, it's just a comparison, whose weight is more, elephant's pressure or the girl's pressure. So don't think that as because the elephant is having more weight, it pressure will be more. No, it's not it's not there with like that. It's more about the cross section area, right? A point of contact. See, area of girls' heels and area, you have to calculate the area of girl hill. So formula will be 50 by, so it will be force by cross section area. Again for element, again force by cross section area. So after doing calculation of this pressure by two of the object, that is one by the heel of the girl and one by the elephant, we can compare. See, the comparison is given. It's for girl it's 12.5 and for the elephant it's only 1. So you can see, although it seems that as because the girl is lightweighted, they are not going to create much pressure, but we are wrong. Being a very lightweight also, the girl is going to create more pressure on a object rather than that of an elephant, because elephant is flat footed. Okay, the weight of the elephant is getting distributed, but here in case of a girl, the heel is creating more pressure, like that of a, you can compare that of a nail. Okay, the like nail is having the point end. This pointed end will create more pressure than our finger. If I push something with a finger, that will not create more pressure, but if I put a needle, it will create more. It's not about the weight, but rather it is about the area of point of contact, which is creating a great difference. So this is all about the numericals. Go through them and try to solve the numericals given in your book. Thank you.